Please rise for the pledge.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Please be seated. Note the exits to the left of the dais and two in the back of the room. And please silence any electronic devices. I move to open the regular meeting of the town board. Do I have a
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Make a motion to come out of executive session where personnel matters were discussed and no action was taken. Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. I move to open the public hearing on the special permit application of MS Coors LLC, which seeks a special permit to operate a general business in an NB zone on property located at 4 Sodom Lane, tax map number 68.5-2-13. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Welcome.
Thank you. Good evening, Supervisor and members of the town board. My name is Neil Alexander. I'm a partner at the law firm of Teddy and Fader. On behalf of the applicant that you just so read, to my right is Matthew Schultz. He's the owner of MS Coors.
Can I interrupt you 1 second?
Please.
I missed one step. I make a motion to waive the reading of the public hearing notice.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Sorry about that.
No, all wonderful.
I think there's a problem with the volume. I don't know whether it's working or not.
It's actually, I think it's on the side. It's not live on top.
Can't hear.
All the mics are just,
When you guys speak into it, do you speak directly?
Can you hear me?
We got the gentleman. I can hear you, but I'm so close.
You're close. No? You can't hear in the back?
What do you mean me? Very easily.
Hello? Hello?
Don't worry about it. It's okay. No worries.
Testing 1, 2.
Better, right? Could you hear that? In the back?
Can you hear anything back there? It is better? Can you hear?
I think we're good. Yes? Still nothing?
Is there a way to turn the volume?
He's going to get over.
Can you hear us, or is it just not them? No one. Okay,
You
so it's
can't
not a
hear me?
cable if it's all of us.
speak loudly.
I can project, but I don't know if you're
Yeah.
trying to record it, so it's...
Yeah, give
Yeah,
him
I'll
1
wait,
second,
Supervisor.
and
Yeah.
we'll see how it goes.
And I'm genetically loud, so. I believe it is the knob that says do not touch. Do you hear that?
Could you turn it up a little bit? Anybody here in the back? No. A little better than it was.
Hello? Hello?
No. Is this a greater issue for the recording or for the?
More for the,
Let me just.
I mean, for the, I think we can all speak loud.
Okay, so we can speak louder. Have people come forward. I don't know if it's more of an issue.
That's what I was assuming.
We will have to have like something. And then I'll take it down. I mean, I read it. I'm gonna have to give it another. I'll give you their rundown and what their issue is.
And where's the volume? These guys here? The flags. They're up to, yeah, they're up as far as they go.
What is this other sliders? The ones that are.
These sliders here are fine.
Just equalizer?
I moved the one that says podium up.
We moved the podium one up as well. Loudspeaker.
Who is our IT department? I think it's Joe. Hey, we're getting closer to Microsoft. I know, right?
I'll be in my work.
Well, you know why I don't think because the emails are trying to. But at least like,
You just,
because stuff is getting, chain of 10 deep. Yep. Right. And I always felt like
Hold on the buttons that are next so
didn't get lost in transitions that was great. Yep.
we're getting it here as well, but we're not getting it to the speakers.
The camera's definitely going to be recorded.
Yes.
So just proceed.
Speak as loudly as possible. Not much more, we can make sure that.
I'm gonna check that.
So apparently the camera is getting audio, so we're going to continue the meeting. We'll do our best to be loud. If you want to move up, move up. That's the best we could do. So,
Let's get it.
okay.
Okay.
now we have feedback.
All right, I'll do my best.
Oh, now we can hear you.
There we go.
Okay, so just to back up for a couple of seconds, just to help everybody here. My name's Neil Alexander. I'm a partner at the law firm of Cuddy and Fader. I'm here joined up to my right by Matthew Scholes from MS Cores. This has to do with 4 Sodom Lane South. The property's classified in a neighborhood business district. It's just under 0.2 of an acre. And we're here in front of you tonight relative to the journey we've been on for basically just to reoccupy the existing commercial structure there for catalytic converter recycling operation. The property's been used for other types of similar uses in the past, and we met with the planning board, who determined that this project was type 2 exempt from seeker because there's no exterior work occurring, and it's just a reoccupancy, and they also deemed it a minor project. We're here for you, obviously continuing on relative to the special permit aspect of it. So essentially, and Matt can talk to this more artfully than I can since it's his business, but basically it's a catalytic converter recycling operation. They're basically, in a lot of ways, they're just moving materials from one place to another. They're not actually breaking down the materials at the site. That occurs in a facility in Rhode Island. And I think if you wanted to explain it, I'm sure you can explain it way better than I can, but I think that's the gist.
Yeah, I'm happy to answer any questions, of course, but I can give you a general gist. Okay, the wire.
Yeah, I'm good.
You have to go to the microphone. Yep. Yes, so the general gist is we're predominantly business to business, so we go to dealerships, junkyards, repair shops. They take out their old converters from cars that they've repaired, they give it to us. We pack them up and we ship them to a facility out in Rhode Island where they break them open, extract the metals, and then they send it out to BASF, which does the actual refining process.
So New York State, I think, has pending legislation obviously catalytic converter thefts are a big thing.
Yeah.
You know, requiring places like yours to get ID and VIN numbers, and I don't think that's passed yet, but will you have anything in place in the interim to, I guess, not encourage people to go out and steal catalytic converters?
Yeah, that law, actually, the one you're referring to already passed, at least a portion of it, in April. So since then, we've been doing exactly that. We get government issue photo ID, and then you have to have the associated paperwork from that converter, from that vehicle. And if you don't have that, we don't deal with you. But typically, it's from a dealership anyway, so they have VINs, they have, you know, paperwork that they're supposed to have. We don't really deal person to person, and that avoids that exact problem, which it's not worth it. Especially with the agencies now focusing on this stuff, because because it's such a problem, it's not worth it.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you. Any other questions from the board?
No, you just answered it for me. I was going to ask you if I came in with one, would I be able to trade? No.
I'll kick you right out. No,
But-
no, it's a big issue, and it's a serious one too. The people that are involved in this stuff, they're putting guys behind bars for years. Yeah, so in interest, like, there's a lot of people that count on me for a paycheck, and I have customers that I go back 10 years. I just don't even bother dealing with public.
But are you legally permitted to take a converter from a non-business?
Yes.
That's permissible.
Yes, as long as they have the required documentation. Yes.
But are you saying that you simply just don't take that type of business?
Yeah.
Just as your business policy?
That's just a business call. I determined that it's not worth it. For Joe Schmo walking in off the street, how many cats are they going to have anyway? They're only going to have their one off their vehicle. If they're coming in with 15, 20 and they're all cut off, it's just, I don't even want to have anything to do with that. I want to do everything on the up and up. So we've been, since April, we've been requiring all this stuff, and we actually have to get a license, which is my next step we're in pursuit of.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you'd be licensed by the Department of Motor Vehicles in the state of New York?
it is the DMV. Yeah, correct.
Okay. And in order to get that license, you have to convince them that you're properly zoned for the use?
I need a special use permit as part of that application. Yeah, it's the only thing really we're waiting on.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Anything else from the board? So this is a public hearing. If anyone from the public would like to comment or ask a question, please come up. Just please state your name, okay?
My name is Marianne Rivera. I own the property from 50 to 58 Sodom Road, and I got the notice of the hearing, and it was a little surprising because I do read all the paperwork and the news about the thefts of catalytic converters, and it's up over 200%, and I understand what New York State is trying to do to control it, but Sodom Road is a quiet, dark road right off of 684-84 there, and it's, for me, I wouldn't want, if he is bringing in, and I know that he said he doesn't bring in from the public, but if you go onto his Facebook page, he does state on there saying, oh, if you need my address to recycle your catalytic converter, give us a call and we'll give you the address to come and recycle it. So maybe you've changed his policy or something since then, but I did note that on there, and it wouldn't be a place where I would want a lot of people coming, because we have trucks and our business and our equipment, because then people come and see what we have, and then, like, if they stole it from somebody else, they could be like eyeing something that I have, and oh, I could take that from there and that from there and that from there. And those would be my biggest concerns, because the news is the news. You do read a lot about it, and you do get the concerns of having people come there to, one, recycle stuff that they stole, and in the end, if they stole from somebody, they can actually steal from somebody else. So those would be my biggest concerns with it. So
Thank you. Anybody else from the public?
Just to
Oh,
also,
sorry.
just to, by reference and just recollection. So this site was actually used previously for other, general commercial activities of a similar nature, right? It was previously used for cabinet making workshop, a tile installation company, and a motorcycle dealership. So I think we're in line, is what I would suggest, relative to the traffic. And we're not, as you heard Matt say, he's not really interested in inducing activity there. He has people he goes to pick them up as well. And so that's going to be the primary part here. with the proper paperwork, he's not going to be able to turn anyone away, is my sense. But that's not the goal here of the activity. It's not to be at a retail scale. It's to work with repeat vendors that makes his life and business development easier. So I appreciate the concerns, and I just also wanted to quantify the activity level here. And everything will be inside, just to be clear as well.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, thank you.
I'll move to close the public hearing and allow 5 days for written comments. Second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. The next item on the agenda is...
Thank you.
Oh, I'm sorry. A work session item to discuss a proposed amendment to the town zoning code regarding smoke shops. Wendy, could you give us a 30-second overview?
Actually, can I pass that to you? Because you had a little more language with it.
Sure.
I'm going to pass it to Alex.
Okay.
We were just talking about it, so I feel more comfortable with him.
So this is coming from our planning board, and they made some suggested revisions to the town code. Some definition changes were made for smoke shops and smoke shop products. That's contained in the language as well. Also, the definition of retail use was changed as well to include smoke shops. And then in section 138.13, in the prohibited uses section of the code, smoke shops were included in that section. So this is the proposed language that we have received from the town planning board for our review, discussion, consideration in advance of opening up to a public hearing.
Yeah, later this evening, we'll be setting the public hearing on this topic, where you could ask any questions about what Alex just described. So, any other questions or comments from the board on that?
Nope.
No.
I'm good at that time. I make a motion to enter the regular portion of the meeting. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. First item on the regular meeting agenda is a proposed resolution seeking to have New York State DOT reduce the speed limit on New York Route 22, US 202 between the Borden Bridge, East Main Street, and Railroad Avenue. Now therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Southeast hereby authorizes the supervisor to make a request to the New York State Department of Transportation to conduct whatever studies deemed necessary to determine whether it is appropriate to reduce the speed limit on New York State Route 22, US Route 202, from its intersection with Railroad Avenue to its intersection with East Main Street Route 6 at the Borden Bridge, within the town of Southeast to 30 miles per hour. And if such study supports the necessary findings, to erect any and all signage or traffic control devices necessary and appropriate to aid in the enforcement of such lesser speed limit along the stretch of highway. And be it further resolved that the town clerk be and hereby is authorized and directed to forward a certified copy of this resolution to the Regional Director of the New York State Department of Transportation and to the Putnam County Commissioner of Highways and Facilities forthwith. So moved. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. The next item on the agenda is a proposed resolution for a waiver of a potential conflict at the request of the law firm Whiteman, Osterman, and Hanna, LLP. Now therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Southeast, in consultation with the town attorney, hereby waives any potential conflict of interest the law firm of Whiteman, Osterman, and Hanna has or may have had as a result of providing limited legal services to the town of Southeast in connection with preparing temporary and permanent easements and right-of-way in favor of the town for use in the project to repair and replace culverts under Cobb Road in the town of Southeast, and has no objection to the Whiteman firm undertaking to represent a potential developer development seeking land use approvals before the several administrative and legislative boards of the town. And be it further resolved that the town clerk be and hereby is authorized and directed to forward a certified copy of this resolution to Randall Beach Esquire, Whiteman, Osterman, and Hannah LLP, 1 Commerce Plaza, Albany, New York, 12260, forthwith. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Third item on the agenda is a proposed resolution to grant a special permit for the establishment of an equestrian center to Twin Oaks Ventures LLC, property located at 189 Brewster Hill Road, tax map number 57-2-52.4. Were we just doing a resolution, or did you want to present something, or?
No, I'm just here representing Insight.
Okay. Now therefore be it resolved that based upon all the documentary submissions and testimony elicited at the public hearing on this matter, the town board of the town of Southeast hereby makes the following findings of fact in connection with the instant application. 1, the proposed use is in such location and is a size and character that it will be in harmony with the appropriate and orderly development of the surrounding district and will not be detrimental to the immediate site or adjacent properties. 2, the location and size of the proposed use, the nature and intensity of operations involved in or conducted in connection therewith, its site layout, and its relation to access streets will be such that both pedestrian and vehicular traffic to and from the use and the assembly of persons in connection therewith will not be hazardous. 3, the proposed changes to the existing exterior appearance of the buildings will not hinder or discourage the development and use of adjacent lands and buildings. And 4, the proposed use will not require such additional public facilities or services or create fiscal burdens upon the town greater than those which characterize uses permitted as of right. And be it further resolved that based upon the foregoing findings, submissions, and representations by the applicants and its professional advisors, the town board of the town of Southeast hereby grants a special use permit to Jonathan and Devin Corrigan and Twin Oaks Ventures LLC to permit the establishment and operation of an equestrian center on the subject premises, 189 Brewster Hill Road, tax map number 57-2-52.4, in accordance with the statement of use prepared and submitted to the planning board in connection with this project development application on the following conditions. 1, the applicant shall return to the planning board for final site plan approval and shall construct and operate the facility in compliance with all general and special conditions set forth in section 138-63 of the zoning code, together with any additional special considered conditions set forth herein. And 2, before any certificate of occupancy, compliance shall be issued for the facilities proposed herein. All stables shall be equipped with an operating central station smoke, heat, and fire alarm systems, which shall sound an audible alarm and provide direct telephone connection to a central station for communication with local fire and rescue services. And be it further resolved that the town clerk is hereby authorized and directed to forward a certified copy of this resolution to Jamie LeJudas, Insight Engineering, representative of Twin Oaks Ventures LLC, the Planning Board, and the Southeast Building Department forthwith. So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Is there anyone from the public that would like to address anything else with the town board this evening?
Motions to set public hearing.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yep.
Thank you, Lois. I would like to make a motion to set the public hearing for the local law to amend Chapter 138 of the Town Code regarding smoke shops to Thursday, February 22nd, 2024.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
And I'd like to make a motion to set a public hearing for a special permit for Arbor Creek Farms LLC, 400-410 Route 22, tax map 78.1-16, also for Thursday, February 22nd, 2024.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Now, would anyone in the public like to come up? Come on up. Just please state your name.
I don't know if this is the right time or place. I was told when I called that I'm here regarding the Arbor Creek project, and that this would be, I don't know if it's here for the next meeting, but when I can bring some concerns and questions, I don't know.
The public hearing's the next meeting. Tonight,
Right, so, okay, I'm sorry.
Tonight, we set the public hearing for February 22nd. And that's when there'll be a presentation, and you guys could ask questions and
Okay,
stuff.
and that's fine. Just know that I talked to 2 different people yesterday and the day before, and both of them told me to come here with my concerns. So it's fine. I'll see you at the next meeting. But
Okay.
they did.
Thank you.
Okay.
Evening, Scott Seaman, Town of Southeast. First, I would like to thank the board, especially Councilman Larka, for the work being done at Brady Standard. It was a long time, and I'm sure it was a lot of work on everyone's part. And we appreciate all the work that's being done, and we look forward to what will come of the site. At the last meeting, there was a presentation on the work proposed for Lake Tenetta, and I would ask the board to, as quickly as possible, review it, approve it, and to try to go ahead. I mean, it's been a long time coming, and there's a lot of work that needs to be done. And lastly, in regards to the proposed amendments for the smoke shops, I would also ask you to think of possibly a moratorium on smoke shops at this time. I believe Carmel passed one a while back. They're starting to go throughout the area, and they are really over inundating the area, especially as this is a danger to our youth, to take this into consideration. I thank you for your time.
Thank you, Scott. Just a quick thing on Lake Tenetta. I'm meeting with the Lake Tenetta Advisory Council Monday night, and we also hope to get the RFP out for the project next week. So,
Great. Thank you. And as they've said, don't talk too NYSEG about a power line. Just upgrade your power that you have at the existing buildings. It'll be a lot faster. Thank you.
anyone else from the public? Town board?
No.
No. Do I have a motion to close?
You do have a second.
Well, when you make it.
Oh, I'll make the motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. We're a limited group tonight.
Thank you. Thank you all for coming.